All right, Amy, you ready to go for a test drive?
This is exciting. You and me on a test drive.
These Volkswagen products, they're awesome.
You know what? I will tell you, I had never really driven a Volkswagen before, and you guys loaned me one last week. And wow! I mean, we see them on the show, and I get to look inside, crawl around, but to really drive one, this is a nice car.
They are a wonderful driving vehicle. All the vehicles have the tightness and the feel and the sport handling that the Germans are known for.
Well, yeah, and I like that it was responsive. You hit the gas pedal and it goes.
That's right.
Because I've driven cars that have sort of hesitated and thought, well, really? Do you really want to go? But it just went, and that was nice. I like that.
Well, the product just has what we call the active safety, the fact that when you turn the wheel, it goes where you want to go, and it handles very well. When you step on the gas, it goes.
And the brakes actually stop, too.
Right. So, the key then, speaking of active safety, is the fact that you just try to avoid an accident by the fact that the car handles, very well. And, maybe you can avoid an accident versus having to worry about the fact that there's a ton of safety features in the car.
I was going to say, yes.
Airbags,
there's
front,
airbags
side.
galore. We're in today, though, the Jetta. Well, tell me about some of the doodads of the Jetta then.
Well, when you talk about the Jetta, you've got several trim levels. You've got the S, the SE, and the SEL. So you've got a full breadth of, trim levels that you can get what you want. Whether you have the sunroof.
Yeah,
or
sunroofs, leather, that kind of stuff.
Right. Leather, cloth interior on your basic trim level. You've got two different engine options. You've got the 2.0 4-cylinder, and then you've got your step up to that and the 2.5 liter. So you've got different power options. The standard features as far as safety features, they're going to be standard across the board as far as the ABS, the airbags, all of those features. You've got the crumple zones front and rear. So it's a very safe,
What does that mean,
secure
crumple
car.
zones front and...
It means if we hit something,
Yeah.
that the idea is that the front end would take the force of that impact and dissipate it around, whether it be above or below us, and not into us as far as the forces.
I gotcha. So, so you're not throwing around as much when you hit something because the car is taking most of the impact instead of the passenger cabin or whatever they...
Correct. It takes those forces and just sends them around you in the structure of the vehicle versus directly into you.
Wow.
And you've got that in the front and the rear.
Those Germans.
I know, they think of everything,
so clever.
don't they?
Well, that's pretty cool.
And you've got, as far as your electronics, you've got your different stereo options, but you can go all the way up into the fact of having navigation built in, hard drive built in. I mean, you've just got all these features. They sound great, they play great. You can connect your iPods.
I was about to ask, does it have the iPod ports and things like that?
Bluetooth connectivity, in most of your models. So you've got all those features that people are looking for nowadays.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everyone's so technologically advanced.
That's right. But aren't these seats comfortable as well?
It's a very comfortable ride, and the actual ride of the car, too, We've gone over some roads that could use some road work, but I see it on the road, but I'm not feeling it in the ride, which is nice.
Well, my wife always comments, Amy, that her name is Amy as well.
Your wife, Amy, or me, Amy? Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking to you, Amy, my wife, Amy, always comments that she likes it when I drive the Volkswagens when we take a trip because her back can get stiff and sore when we go on a long ride, but in the Volkswagens it does not because it's just so supportive. It's just a good seating arrangement as far as the way it holds you, supports you, and everything else.
Yeah.
But the dash layout and everything, I mean, it's great as far as your information's easy to see. You've got multifunction displays that you can get information, fuel economy, and all the information people are looking at.
I do like that one where it tells you how many miles left you have in your tank or whatever.
Right.
The Volkswagens get good gas mileage too.
Absolutely. I mean, that's when you look at the 4-cylinder engines and whether the 2.0 or the 5-cylinder or the 2.5, they both get great fuel economy on the highway. And of course, you have to remember the Jetta is also available in a TDI version or a diesel version that you can get 40 plus miles per gallon.
That is crazy, especially today's prices, gas prices, where they're going up overnight every night. That's
right. Well, I think everybody's aware of the fuel prices and feeling that pinch a little bit, and that's why you can buy a vehicle like this. It's going to, get you more on a tank and get you further down the road without having to stop so often. And that's a savings in itself. And for the backseat passengers in the new Jetta, I mean, with that 3 inches of extra leg room, best in its class, I mean, it's just got a phenomenal amount of room back there and comfortable for sitting in the backseat. Yeah,
3 inches doesn't sound like very much legroom space until you actually get in a car that doesn't have that legroom space. And then that's wow, that's a lot of room.
Right. It's 3 inches more, not 3 inches total.
Yeah, that's just... it's just amazing. And this is so silly. One of the things I think is so cool about the Jetta and any of the Volkswagens is the little trunk kit thing.
Right.
With the Velcro. Now, I think this is one of the coolest things ever. I've never seen anything like this, and it makes so much sense. I don't know why someone didn't think of this sooner.
This is the cargo management, and we have some setup pieces in here, but it's two pieces that go together like this, Amy. And then you set them down here, and it Velcros in, so you can put your goodies in there.
How cool
they
is
don't
that?
roll around,
Yeah.
they stay in one place, and then you can, of course, set them up differently if you'd like to.
Yeah, which is the coolest thing ever, because who hasn't gotten home and had their groceries all over the back, or all over their trunk?
Yeah, that cargo mat with the organizers and
Yeah.
I call them like the gorilla grips that stick on there.
Yes.
You know, I mean,
That's
it's
a good name for it.
because once they're there, you tug them to get them off. I mean, they'll hold your
Yeah.
milk upright so it's not rolling around in the
Yeah.
front.
And if you go to the store, you can do that without having to worry, because I've done that. You get home and everything's just spread out all over the trunk, and you're like, okay.
That's right. So I was going to show you just how large this trunk is. I was going to see if you crawl in there, and I was going to show you how, if I put these around you, you won't slide around while I'm driving down the road. You'll stay put.
Yeah, let's do that for a different show.
Well, all the Volkswagen products, I mean, just they have unique features like that
Yeah.
that are really neat. And just the quality in the car when you feel it, whether you're gripping the steering wheel or touching the dash or the buttons. I mean, there's just so much quality and engineering into every little thing they do. Sometimes it's like they over-engineer it. Like you open a compartment and there's a Volkswagen logo inside, and you're like, well, that had to cost a couple extra dimes. But no, they like to do that just to give, you know, someone that sense of
Yeah.
satisfaction.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Little special touches, yeah.
Right.
Well, you know, you're talking about the steering wheel too. That was one of the things that I didn't even know the car would do until someone showed me. It was is it telescoping?
It'll tilt up
steering
and
wheel?
down as
Yeah.
well as it'll telescope in and out because,
Yeah.
I mean, you have someone that gets into a vehicle and, of course, they're a little short and they're concerned about the airbag, for example. It's nice to be able to tilt that away
Yes.
from you or bring it out depending on, you know, what your seating position is, whether
Yeah.
you're taller or shorter.
Yeah, because some of us have shorter arms. So that makes the difference. And yes, safety features, all the airbags, because there's side curtain airbags in these cars, and of course the front airbags. Can you turn off the passenger airbag too, right?
In this particular vehicle, it's going to be automatically sensing if you have a child in the vehicle and they don't weigh enough,
yeah.
it's not going to come on at all. So, you know, it's a smart sensing seat and the airbag's only
Wow.
on. And it's also designed to actually, based on the weight of the occupant and where they're seated and everything else,
Yeah.
the airbag is going to adjust its rate of
Really?
of coming out. And
Yeah.
because, you know, obviously if you're sitting a long ways away, it's got to come out faster to
Yeah.
absorb that. You're sitting close. So, I mean, all these things are calculated into that smart little box in the computer.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's a smart airbag. With
That's-
a smart seat.
yeah.
It knows you're there. You can't fool
That's
it.
pretty cool. I like that a lot. And of course, make sure you have your seatbelts on, because, you know, safety first, right?
That's right. Well, one of the things, you know, in a Jetta like this as well, if you got into an accident, you know, it also automatically turns off the fuel delivery, so you don't have a
Wow.
fire issue.
Yeah.
It automatically unlocks the door for you, so you don't have to think about that.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And it will automatically turn the hazard lights.
You're kidding me. Really? It does that?
You didn't see that commercial where it did all that?
No, I missed that one. Thank you, Volkswagen.
Well, we appreciate Volkswagen very much.
Yes. Oh, and look, we're back.
We are back.
So I gotta say thank you, Hal, too.
Did that just the time fly by because you're so comfortable
It
and
did.
enjoying the Volkswagen Jetta?
I do enjoy the Volkswagen, and I had no idea how much I would enjoy a Volkswagen until you guys lent me that one last week. And I tell you, I highly, highly would recommend them to anybody.
Well, great. Well, anyone that wants to come to Wray Volkswagen, they can test drive the Volkswagen as well and see those
Yeah.
differences and feel those differences, and they'll be excited just like we are. And we would love for them to be part of the Wray Volkswagen family.
That's right. So calm down. Maybe we'll make Hal take you on a test drive too.
We can do that. I like driving. I'm not much for riding in the back seat, though. I like to drive and be up front.
There's all that leg room.
Well, okay. Maybe I'll do that.
It's just scary if I'm the one driving.
End of the day, maybe when I need a nap in the back.
Yeah.
Just ride around with you. I hope that's not a problem if you come in.
Thank you, Hal.
You're welcome.